Are we good now? Okay, we're good. We're good now. Okay. Holy hell, that's really awkward. Um, yeah. Okay. So I updated OBS right before the stream, and unlucky, I guess. So, yeah. Um, yeah. Anyways, where was I? Okay. How far back do we want to rewind? Intro. Yeah. The big thing I'm working on this week is I have this LLVM issue that was assigned last week, or at least I picked to work on, so I will be working on this. Yeah, so I need to figure out what this actually is, or like what's happening here. So I think that's what I'm going to be looking at this week at least. So, yeah. Yeah, usually I'd be like working on my compiler, but I think there's a lot of context switching in my head when it goes between like implementing like raw theory and like making a simple implementation of like something else at my internship that's like low latency. So I think at least in some capacity, it's like it's a little difficult at least to go between those two. And yeah, I think this is at least a little bit less of a jump at least. So yeah. Okay, let's actually like read through this properly. Oh man. Except this, there's a const expr thing. Jeez, okay, wait, what is happening? It has to int. Okay, wait. I figured out what was happening last time. I can't figure out what's happening now. What's happening here? Yeah, okay. Huh. So this should be const explorable in theory. That makes sense to me. Never produces a constant expression. Oh, sure. What's up, Nash? It's been a second. Spain won? Yeah. That's quite nice. It's good to see. What is happening? What's happening here? It casts from vector to integer. Okay, wait, what is happening then? I might have to like Claude to figure this out if I'm like too fried. So where is this going wrong? Oh, I see. M64. Right? Is that what's happening? Okay, what is this header, first of all? Ah, SIMD. Okay, this makes a lot more sense now. Okay, I think that was pretty required background. Let's learn more about this header as well. Yeah. Oh Christ. Okay. This is not. Is there like better docs? This one? Okay, here we go. Sure. So what is... So... That's intrinsic. What is this short for? Intel Multimedia Intrinsic. Okay, that sure. That makes enough sense to me. Okay. So multimedia, like the register type. Okay. Okay, so given that background, is there... Let's look at the Microsoft docs, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, because there's an Intel one and there's like an AMD one. Okay. Okay, that makes some sense. Oh wait, let me rage bait someone. Okay. So what is being used here? Just the type? Wait, I need to reference a meme. 1 second. Okay. So what is happening in the example? Okay. Okay, so it's definitely just the type. Is this like documented anywhere or like... Is this the right file? No. Is this useful? Ah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, can we like make these websites like readable? Okay. There we go. Okay. Da-da-da. So SIMD instructions exist. Da-da-da. Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, what's up, Blaine? It's been a bit, yeah. It's been a week. I've been surviving at my internship. It's been a little bit tiring, but overall I think I'm surviving pretty fine. Beyond that, it's kind of just like gym and like shutting out. for the most part. I haven't really been doing much else, unfortunately. Have a nice stream. Good luck. Thank you, Tara. It's been a second. Okay. Yeah, so in case y'all didn't catch it, I'm taking a break from working on Panic to do actual LLVM open source stuff. So right now I'm trying to figure out what's even happening in this issue. I've been given the green light to work on this. So yeah, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah. So right now, all of the stuff is based on the IMM intrin header, which I don't really understand well, so I'm trying to learn about that right now. Today is just gonna be like a big like context stream for myself. Need to have permission? No, but it's like, I don't know. I feel sheepish about like working on someone else's issue, because like this was an issue that was like kind of open in like a zombie state, and then like it never really got finished. So yeah, I'm kidnapping it. Okay, so this header is for like SIMD stuff. It's the Intel SIMD header, pretty much. It's Intel SIMD intrinsics header, I guess. Yeah, I've been doing all right. Hopefully you've been doing all right as well. Yeah, I think the biggest detriment to my lifestyle has just been the fact that I have to get to work at 8 in the morning, because that requires me, it's like an hour-long transit there, or hour-long commute. Just taking like the CTA. Yeah, the problem with that is if you draw the numbers back, that puts me being at the station at 7, and then I should be a little bit earlier than that, so like, I don't know, like 6:45 hypothetically, which means I have to get up at like 6. The problem is, historically, I've been going to bed at 6, so it has been a very difficult like sleep schedule transition for me, but I'm slowly getting by. At least in this past month, I think I've gotten more used to it. Lifestyle wise, it kind of sucks that like all my friends are degens and like want to do things at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, no, I gotta go to bed, and it's like kind of sad. But it's like fine. I'm like getting used to it at least. And like the work itself is like pretty fun, so I can't really complain too much. Okay, what the hell is happening here? Let's log back in. Describing ternary logic using AVX 512. Holy. Implement any 3 operand binary function specified by the value in M8. IMM8, M8. I don't know what the correct pronunciation, canonical pronunciation is. So each bit in each packed 64-bit integer, corresponding bit from A, B, and C, are used to form 3-bit index into IMM8. And that's written to the corresponding bit in dest using masquerade. Where's dest? Oh, yeah, it's just the result. Internship costs all day? Yeah, exactly. It's just like rough from a lifestyle perspective, but I mean, what can you do, right? Like, if a resume is a resume, and like, I don't know. I think it's probably a healthy lifestyle change anyway. Like, low-key, waking up at like noon and going to bed at 6 a.m. is not really healthy, so like, you know. For me, it's just like, there's so much like commute time, and it like really annoys me, because it's an hour each way, so that's 2 hours gone in a day, and then like 10 minutes each way to and from the gym from my apartment. So like, that is like 2.25 hours roughly gone every day, which is not negligible, and it's like kind of annoying. I kind of wish I had like a remote day every week, but I mean, I'm an intern, so it's like we don't get nice things yet. So yeah. Okay. So this is like usage. fun to debug an application that contains. Sure. Visible as a single assembly line. Oh man. Yeah, that is horrific. So we can use SIMD intrinsics instead. So IMM intrin debug library simplifies debugging by providing C versions of most Intel streaming SIMD of most Intel SSE4, AVX, AVX2, all that. Okay, nice. So this is like Intel's interface for this. So you can single step inside each intrinsic and examine vector content as the vectors are being processed. And debug tracing, okay. Okay, that's cool. So it's just a single header that lives here. Nice. Oh. Well, that's not great. Okay. Anyways. Oh, this is the debug library for it. I see. Okay. As opposed to IMM intrin. That's the decision I made for myself, was getting such a strong rhythm for eating, sleeping, working outside of having an internship. Yeah, I feel ya. I'm not trying to do that, but it's like, I don't know. One of the things I value a lot is like the little social time that I have with people, and like it's just been rough at least trying to figure out how to get that to overlap again, because, well, a lot of the people I talk to do not enjoy having normal sleep schedules, so it's like kind of rough. MATLAB. Okay, so I guess this kind of makes sense. So let's go back to here. So looking at what's happening here. M64. IMM intrin. Let's look this up. What is its data type? Alright, let's look at LLVM's reference for this. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. So it's just a 64-bit vector, pretty much. And that matters here because, in theory, you should just be able to convert that. Or you should, in theory, be able to convert a long here into that. But, or at least that should be const expirable. But it appears that that is not valid const expir. It's rejected here. Okay. All right, let's look at this code. Is this the most recent? No, okay, it's not, but that's fine. We can figure it out. Okay, so yeah. So we have to evaluate the bitcast in some capacity, I think. We'll need to figure out how to do that, but we'll worry about that later. Gotta go sleep? Alright, well, take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully have a good one. Okay, and then this. What is wrong with this? This doesn't make sense to me. Why isn't the bitcast being evaluated? Const expert headers. Okay. Okay, well that makes sense. This issue makes sense to me now. So let's see. All right, let's actually work on this. Let's see what this guy worked on before, at least. What happened here? Okay, let's look for that in here. Okay. Similar here, sure. Alright, so let's look through this now. So let's see what work was done here. Okay, so we need tests. That's kind of just all he forgot about, I think. Okay. I want to see what work he did. Okay. So how do I run a pre-commit test for this? I know I'm supposed to do like pre-commit tests. I don't know how I want to go about doing that. Okay. So I guess that was actually way simpler to figure out what's happening. Now I just gotta do the work, so. Oh man. That was a mistake. Wait. Okay. So let's LLVM new dev guide. Okay. Let's look at this. So we have CMake. Okay. So we can so we want so we want cd build cmake dot dot, right? Wait, what? Oh, cmake dash s dot dot? I forgot how to do this. Let's look at Panic for reference. Where is Panic? Here it is. Also, in case you missed the memo, I'm using the VS Code theme, because I think it's funny. I'm just using the VS Code theme for a little bit. It's a little bit cursed, but you know, it's good content. Okay, let's look at our make file so we can lift some stuff from this. Okay, so we can just do that, I think. Or wait. Oh, right. So we should do this in LLVM. I see. So we went to cmake dot slash LLVM, I think. Let's look at this. Let's look at this again. Let's just yank this again. Oh, Jesus. So can I just do this and then run it from here? Okay. What is Ccache? Never seen. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, wait, so we can just ninja -c build. Okay, so we should build that first. And then we can figure it out from there. Okay, so we should do pre-commit tests of some sort. I don't know how we want to do that. Where is context for handled anyway? Oh, it's in Clang. I'm stupid. Oh, god damn it. Okay, wait. Okay, let's try that again. Let's... Does this build Clang, actually? LLVM build Clang. Okay, let's just follow this then. I think this might be less miserable at a glance. Okay, let's clear and try again. So, oh man. Get rid of that. Okay, git switch. Let's make a new branch. Let's call it. We'll just yoink that. I'm lazy. Okay. Okay. I think maybe we just get this built and then like we could just like we could figure out what a pre-commit test looks like for this. Yeah, I think that's probably a good scope for this stream though. And then next time we'll do the implementation and then commit everything properly. So playing tests. Lit. Where does this live? Okay. Let's look at that. Sure. This doesn't help me. Okay, none of that helped me actually. Wait, so if we look in here, there was a check LLVM, maybe? Yeah, so we can do check Clang, I think. Oh, wait, is this good? Assigning the build type to release and enabling assertions. Sure, that makes sense. Yeah, actually this build is gonna take forever. So maybe I just do this off stream and like overnight or something, but that's, or like while I'm at work tomorrow. So I probably shouldn't do this, especially while I'm streaming. That seems a little bit troll. We should probably figure out what we want to run at least on this. So let's pull up that. So we have our little pile here. So let's just like that. Oh, that's not the right place. It's here. Okay. Oh, so we do necessarily just Let's see. Yeah, so we want that. Yeah, that makes sense. So we want Clang. Oh, actually, maybe that is just fine then. I might just be a bot. Okay, so let's just run that. Let's see if that even works. That should just work. Come on now. Let's build. Let's LARP. Okay. So then we want to use this. This is the same this is the same page. Let's pull that again. Okay, so ninja-c build. Are in the LLVM Discord? Yeah. It seems, I don't know. I don't really find a lot of useful stuff in that, at least when I looked. Or at least as, let me clarify. It probably would be very useful, but I'm low-key too scared to talk in there. I feel, I don't know. I feel like a tiny fish there, so. I'll probably go there if I do need like any help, but we'll wait until that actually happens until I actually go there, you know. Yeah, it's a little bit scary, but you know. Okay, so this is necessarily in Clang, so luckily we are building Clang. This is good. Okay. Yep. So this is gonna build for a while, and obviously that's gonna make things a little bit uninteresting if I just spend the entire stream just waiting for this. So we're not gonna do that. Instead of doing that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out where the tests for this live, or where Clang's tests live. So let's look in here. Go to Clang. Oh, test. Nice. Where would this go? Is there like a bitcast or constexpr? Yeah, I don't know where the tests for this would go, actually. Maybe there's no readme. Oh, man. Rewriter, maybe? This seems right. Hmm. What's up? I don't know how to pronounce your YouTube name, so apologies, but what's up? Where did this test go? Where did this test go? If we're doing this, where does the constexpr stuff live? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's make a new window. Let's nvim clang test. And then we can search this. Let's look for const expr. This is not. Okay, let's try this again. I have a better. God damn it. I have a better idea on how to do this. Let's see how this is building. This is building at some speed. Let's clear this. Come on now, WSL. You know, I'm going to make a video someday about my dev setup, and I'm gonna talk about how WSL does everything I wanted to, except for handle this awkward hanging situation. And it's gonna be a very pivotal point, and I'm gonna include this clip in the video, and it's gonna be really funny. And it's still hanging. Okay, there we go. Okay, anyways. Yeah, it is just, I'm unfortunately limited by my place of birth. Okay, clang /test/ let's look for constexpr. That's not helpful. Wait, built-in bitcast. Wait, this would be where it lives. Oh my god. What is wrong with... Wait, what? What was wrong with this? Okay, let's add that to Harpoon real quick. Let's go here. Okay, so that works. Okay, sure. Which step of the compiler process are you in recently? Recently is a relative term. I haven't worked on it in like a month because internship stuff. But last I was working on the middle end, so a lot of like my stream stuff. The first couple months were like finishing up the front end and like a little bit of middle end work, and then I spent like 4 months doing the back end. That was a little bit regrettable, but I got through that eventually. And then I went back to the middle end and I was like starting to work on more optimizations. So like, I have like a constant folding task before, but I did some like, a little bit of like arithmetic simplification. I threw in arithmetic simplification. There was like some other additional basic folds that I did. And then last I was working on global value numbering, and then the internship started, and I was like, I don't want to work on this right now. So yeah, we're taking a bit of a break on that. Sorry. Wait. This is really funny. Okay, let's change this color scheme to something more readable, just so I can take a screenshot. Tokyo night. This is a really freaking funny screenshot. Okay, we're putting this in stream media, which is in my Discord, by the way. It's in the description. You should join the Discord. It's the best place to get pinged when I go live, and everyone there is like pretty chill. It's a pretty funny place to be. Let me send this to like 2 more people. I think they would laugh. Okay. How to get started with compilers theory. I have 2 big book recommendations. I think those would be a good place to start. Type theory, I see. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's like a different place to look at least. I've never been too deep into type theory because like I've been in C++ hell for pretty much the entire time I've cared about compilers. So yeah, it does seem really interesting though. And like that's kind of just one of the nice things about like compilers / like PL. It's just like so broad. There's a lot of different places to look. I personally enjoy like the middle and stuff because I like optimizing, but if types are interesting to you, I think that's also fair. I don't think like LLVM makes a lot of sense for that because it's very like it's very clearly designed around like C and C++, with like support in air quotes for additional front ends. Yeah, if you wanted to like do backends, I think LLVM is probably an interesting place to do that. LLVM first backend tutorial. There was something like this somewhere. Is it this? No, there was a different specific guide. Okay, maybe it was linked in here. But this is like LLVM's, or not this. It wasn't that. God damn it, where is it? Okay, so this is LLVM's first language front end. I did this in my earlier streams. I think there is something here. Yeah, here it is. Here's the LLVM backend tutorial. I don't know if this has been updated recently, but this might be worth looking at. Oh, okay. It's pretty, it's at least like recently touched at least. So if you wanted to work on like a backend, I think this might be interesting, at least in terms of like in context of LLVM. If you wanted to like build a backend completely from scratch without like using an external library, that might be a little bit more difficult. But it's still doable. I think you just got to read a lot of books. yeah, that's kind of my takeaway at least. Anyways, let's go back to VS Code color scheme because I think it's a good meme. This line is still frying me. It's still so fucking funny. Error, huh? Anyways. Okay. Okay, so these tests are just like C++, it looks like. What is sim CXX? Is there a markdown file? No. Okay. Clang test. Sweet. Is there something interesting here? Is this in Clang? This is not. That's not helpful. How close are you for a compiler role? I've been like sort of soft recruiting, or at least starting recruiting this past month. I really got to do more of that, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think my resume is like sufficiently beefed up, so I just got to like apply to places and pass the interviews and like not be a LARPer, pretty much. Yeah, new grad is scary to look for, especially in the compiler space. Yeah, I hope it'll be somewhat brisk, but knowing the job market and knowing my luck, it's probably going to be like February or something until I get something, which is like fine. But I have a thesis I need to finish end of this year, which is a little bit stressful, so that also eats into my time a little bit. It's a whole mess, but I will get there. I think I will be fine. Yeah, appreciate the support lots. At that point where I already know systems, I managed to do a microkernel. Ooh. Yeah, I think like if you think about like I guess systems as a whole conceptually, it's just a bunch of different layers of like glue, right? Like you have your PL stuff on the top, you have like the architecture on the bottom. Between that there's like layers of like compiler stuff, PL stuff, and like OS somewhere in there. It's all just like different levels of middleware, and they're all like very unique in their own ways. So the middle end, I think there's a lot of like graph theory. I guess I don't really know how else to describe it. If you have any like questions about what any middle end stuff like looks like or like what it consists of, I can like explain that more. But yeah, just let me know. What should have one done before they can get a compiler role? Well, just gotta like, it's like the usual like CS interview stuff, right? Like it's not, I guess it's like domain specific computer science stuff. So like, whereas like if you were doing like web dev stuff, your resume content will largely be like, holy full blind. Your resume stuff will be like CRUD apps or like whatever silly website. If you're doing like compiler stuff, your projects should probably be more tailored towards like compilers and like lang dev and like systems, for instance. But yeah, that's kind of the big difference. Beyond that, I think it's about the same. The interviews still exist. They're a little bit less LeetCode-y, but they're more like take this program and optimize it, which is scary in its own way. What's your thesis about? Yes, I am a master's student, and my thesis is about characterizing the differences between like C and Rust code generation, and then seeing if there's any gains we can make out of that difference. Because a lot of the infrastructure that Rust uses was initially built for like C and like Fortran. Fortran? Was it used for Fortran? Probably not. I'm thinking of a different language. It's not Fortran. GCC languages. Oh, it was. Wait. I'm not tripping. Yeah, it was mostly designed for C, bottom line. So all of its abstractions are like designed for C, And that creates a problem because Rust offers a lot of new features, but they don't show up in the compiler's optimizer language. So the thesis is about like looking at what information we lose, and then if there's like new properties that make like Rust generated code different from C generated code, and then if we can use that to maybe make compilation faster or like make novel optimizations, etc., etc. What's up, Arlie? Did you manage to dig into other languages' code bases? Not really. Most of my content has been like, the first 2 weeks or so has been like Kaleidoscope stuff, and everything else has been just like my own personal compiler. So there's been very little like open source stuff. This is like kind of my first proper open source stream. Okay, I really need to find out where the Clang test suite stuff exists. What is happening here? Oh, man. Oh, okay. Oh, man, this is really struggling. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be building right now. I think that's a little bit troll. Spain won the World Cup? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Bad types. Okay, so I think we should just throw in a test somewhere here. I don't know where I would put it. Maybe I should... Alright. Maybe I should just ask here as well. Hoping Argentina would win. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But at the same time, it's like cheering for the Patriots, you know? Like, it's like a very boring team to cheer for in some capacity. Just at like an intrinsic level. Okay, let's look at some other Clang tests. Let's see if there's any reference we can go off of to figure out how to do this. Okay, maybe here? Is there a PR? Oh, this is a PR, okay. So let's look at the commit. Okay. Oh, this is a new file? I see, okay. Okay. So I think this is generated as a pre-commit test? Maybe? Yeah, it was really funny seeing the memes of like how the game was going, because Argentina just did not do a whole lot. I didn't actually watch because I was like buying groceries. But at least like the memes were like kind of interesting. What? Okay, I see. So okay, let's keep looking through these tests just to figure out like how these generally seem to work. Also, as like an aside, this is like why I don't find myself asking a lot of questions for like help usually, because usually there's like some way I can figure out like how to resolve whatever I need. Yeah, so we looked at that one. Let's look at these. Files changed. So are they adding new files or are they just modifying? Okay. Oh, I see. So then files changed. Okay, sure. Great. And this looks more complex. But it looks like each test gets like a namespace, I think? Is that how that works? It looks like it's just one commit, so yeah. Trying to embark into explore code bases. Yeah, it is difficult. For what it's worth, I don't think it's the end of the world if you like do a lot of Googling or like use an LLM. It's just like it's part of the like eventually you'll get better at like looking through it. But like if you haven't gotten the requisite experience working with like these sorts of large code bases to like figure out how to navigate them, I think it's perfectly fine to like use an LLM. Just like doing so with intent is the big thing, right? So yeah. Okay, so this could be one place that we put the test. Okay, there has to be a better place for this. Oh man, FFF is struggling. Clang test. Let's look for... How long does it take? I don't know. I'm still working on that, so we'll have to see. Okay, what am I looking for again? Let's look for IMM. Oh yeah, surely it's here then, right? I don't know. Where does it even go? Clang Sema. What is this? Or Clang const expert. Let's see where does it implement const expert? Because I think we should attach the test close to that at least. Oh man. This is difficult. This is really rough. Ooh, wait. Okay, wait, this might be an interesting read as well. Oh, okay. New const expert interpreter. Okay. Yeah, so const expert exists. If you don't know what const expert is, you have a C++ expression, and you just compute it. You compute it during compile time, pretty much, if possible. That is what the const expert keyword does. So that is very nice, because then you don't have to do it at runtime. Yeah, okay. So that exists. Variables and functions. Da, da, da. Keeps getting extended. Now we have const eval, which is like you must const expert, and const init is you must initialize it at compile time. And then C is getting it. That's crazy. Yeah. Da, da, da. High level overview. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so this is like get size of const expert. So that is 10. So here we can just evaluate this at compile time because it's const expert. And then this also can be, this is fine now because this is not a variable. Okay, so it's an interp. Interpreter? Is this in here? Oh man. Oh. What is... Oh. Yuck. Oh, this is like the literal... Oh. This is not what we want. Right. Is this what we want? Okay. We want... Okay, so we want... What are we looking for? Const expert... Clang / test. We want to look at interpreter. All right, nothing is an interpreter. Okay. Oh boy. So where does it live? AST maybe? AST merge? Oh wait, neat. I guess maybe this shouldn't go in here. This is a little too... Oh, it's AST dump, so that's not what we want. Const expr, where should this go? Literally, where should this go? I don't know. I think I'll worry about this next time. Yeah, I think I'll worry about this next time. I will probably call the stream here though, because I want to do things in the evening with my life. Thank you all so much for showing up. Let's see how this build is going actually. It's still building, so this is gonna be a while. So I will just let this cook in the background while I like go do other things. If you haven't already liked the stream, sub to the channel, join the Discord, it's in the description. Everyone there is really chill. Actually, do I still have this command? Let's see if this works. Discord. Does this work? Nightbot, please? Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, that exists. You should join. Also down there is like my LinkedIn and my GitHub. You should add me on those or don't. It's up to you. And yeah, I need to eat dinner, so I'm gonna do that now. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and I will see you all next weekend.